Hello, everyone. It's the interview queen, Alicia Atout here, and it is my absolute pleasure to welcome you all to interview round 5 with Vance
Whoa.
Joy. Hello.
Hey, Alicia. Wow, 5 times. How's that?
Five
We've, we've,
times.
we've done a pretty good job.
Not bad, right? You're really close to the record, so I'm pretty sure we'll smash it pretty soon.
Let's do that. We can just schedule in a couple more. Just let me
Right?
know how many more we have to do to get the record, and then let's just go for it.
Yeah, just 2 more under our belts and you'll be there. So I have
Okay.
confidence.
Okay, great.
Well, I
Perfect.
feel I feel like the appropriate question is how have you been and how are things going over there for you?
Yeah, going good. I've been well, thanks. I'm in Barcelona, Spain, which is lovely, and the sun and the heat is really nice, especially because I've just left Australian winter.
Right?
Um, and everything's going good. I'm excited to have a new song out. I've been working on a bunch of new music, and yeah, just in general, taking things pretty slow, and um, can't yeah could I'm in a good place basically. So thank you.
Oh, that's wonderful to hear. And you did mention a new song, which we will dive into in a moment. But how's some of your downtime been spent lately outside of music? Because the world has kind of weirdly given people a lot more time to stay home and unwind a little bit more than we could have before.
Totally. Yeah, I think wow, I learned how to cook when I was in Australia, and like we were going through like the kind of more extended lockdown periods where the focus was really reduced in terms of the day-to-day life kind of thing. I learned how to cook. I learned how to cook a couple of
Okay.
meals, which I'm proud of. So I can cook a good fish and chips, like kind of like fried fish,
You need that in your
and
repertoire.
it is good to have. It is good. It's a good one. Kind of healthy, I guess. And then some other basics. So that was good to do, and also just to like. I'd always kind of been in and out of Australia. I'd always be basically home, and then I'd be planning the next riding trip or tour or whatever it was. And there's always something to be leaving Australia for. So I feel like this time I spent like the longest time in Australia for years, like at least like 8 or 9 months, and uh, usually I'm like home for like 4 weeks. So it was really nice. I got to see my friends a lot. I spent a lot of time skateboarding and skating with my friend Robbie. Like we went through kind of a renaissance. Our 14-year-old selves kind of
Yes, so
uh,
much nostalgia.
super nostalgia. Like two old 30-year-old dudes like skating to, get a taste of that excitement skateboarding feeling. And that was good. We did a lot of that, and I joined a little like a Australian rules football team. There's like a very relaxed, casual football league in Melbourne where people just go
Awesome.
for fun, boys and girls, like men and women, basically everyone's included, and it's just like super relaxed. And they play on the weekends, but it's mainly about training, and it's also mainly about the social side of things. So I did that. I loved it, and so yeah, there's lots of nice things happened. A lot of good wholesome stuff.
Yeah, you've picked up quite a few cool goodies over there, so that's awesome to hear. Spending the downtime wisely.
Exactly.
Well, we do have to dive into the newest single called Missing Piece. And this is your first solo release in 3 years. As soon as it dropped, everybody, including myself, we were just so excited that there was some new music from you. And there's a line in the song I absolutely love being, I see you, darling, but you pixelate. It's getting hard to take these days. So I'm obviously going through, I feel like the world's going through that right now, where everyone's just looking through people through a phone. You're missing
Mm.
loved ones. So when did you realize you needed to write about distance and just those frustrations you were kind of dealing with at the moment?
Oh, thank you. I'm glad you picked that lyric. Yeah, I think like you said, we're always often on FaceTimes, and they're very good. Like FaceTime is great for like talking to your family, and it does make you feel a little bit closer to each other. Like looking at each other's faces. But it still isn't. It isn't that. It isn't like the same as the real thing. So I've been in a long distance relationship for a while. Luckily, I'm here in Barcelona now with my girlfriend. But for a while, we'd done just lived with FaceTime for months and months, and so I guess like that's what came to mind when we had this when we were writing this verse, and Joel had the first line like I'm waiting for the tides to change, and I guess we were looking for the right fit. I don't know. Pixelate came to my mind because yeah, we're often looking at that frozen screen. It's like
Yeah, it's like,
No,
oh, are you
no.
still there? What's
Yeah, it's that. And so I don't know. I think it felt like a universal thing. You know, we're all kind of experiencing that, the challenges of that, and as you said, the frustrations. Um, yeah, so I'm glad I've gotten so much nice feedback from people actually who are kind of separated from their loved ones, and they've just said, "Hey, look, this is like me and my partner's new song," or yeah, people who have kind of like taken it and yeah, and just embraced it, which is I guess the best thing, and
right.
what
That's
you
the
hope
point.
to, yeah, that's what you want. That's basically the dream situation when you release a song.
Now it does have to be asked, and I searched so much prior of other interviews and just pieces trying to see if there's anything about it. But the single, is this kind of a taste of what's to come in terms of even more tune? I like the head shake. That's fantastic.
Yeah, no. Look, there is some other songs I wrote a few songs last year and some songs this year that I'm excited about, but yeah, I think I haven't been too probably like forthcoming with information just because I still want to write a few more songs, and I think early next year I should have all the songs together, and it'll be nice. You know, like I think sometimes you put a lot of pressure on yourself to like, you know, whatever, like we're our own harshest critics, but I think there are some strong songs that I've already written, and I'd like to write a few more. I think yeah, basically when I look at the other two albums that I've made, there's always a couple of songs which I'm like, wow, those I'm always going to be proud of these songs, and sometimes if I even hear them listening back or come across them again, I'm like, oh, how did I even write that? Like, that's good. Like, not that I'm like trying to be arrogant. I'm just trying to say like it's a bit of a
Right.
mysterious thing when you listen to a song and you're like, most of the time you're writing like things that it's really hard to write a song and you're like, this sucks. This sucks. You know, I haven't written a really good one in a while. And then you listen back, you're like, geez, how did I get the code right on
The
that song? Crack
spark,
the
the
code.
lightning in the bottle. Yeah, totally.
Exactly. So that's what I'm talking about. So it'll be nice to, you know, and maybe if I'm talking about it all the time, it won't happen. But I'm going to keep my head down and keep trying to come up with some stuff. And I think it's all kind of moving in the right direction. You know, it's funny how it takes its time, and it's sometimes it seems like it's never going to end. But I think the slowly but surely the songs come in.
Well, clearly you proved with this latest single things are well worth the wait, so I'm sure people won't mind a little bit longer.
Ah, thank you. Ah, you're a
Of
legend. Thank you,
course.
Alicia.
Absolutely. We've been discussing your music, but you also have this ever growing been listening playlist, which fans can check out on Spotify. And of course, no surprise, it's just banger after banger on there, some really great tunes. But I was curious, is there kind of a go to artist for you right now? Because I feel like with me, I go through waves almost every day. I'm like, all right, today it's going to be this person. Now, tomorrow it's a whole other genre.
Yes, I know. No, it's. I like that you mentioned that because those are the songs I've been listening to, and so my manager Rachel will just be like, "Hey, can you update your playlist? You know, I want to basically, you know, want you to share a post on Instagram telling people that you've updated it." And so I'm like, "Okay." She's like, "Put 5 more songs on it," and so I'm like, "Okay." So I like look at my listening history, and that's why it's kind of eclectic, the songs on it, but yeah, I think uh, like you, I listen to things very different day to day. And also, I always feel like I'm just looking at Spotify and also just being like, what should I listen to? And like, I'm just like, I draw
There's
blanks. I
there's
draw
so
blanks.
much.
There's so much. And it's like, I don't even know where to start sometimes. And when I find a song that I like, it's like, you know, maybe I don't know how regularly it happens, but you find a song that like really just kind of like opens a door for you. And you're just like, oh, this is cool. Like, this is the song I wanted to be hearing. Or it just, it hits the spot and you're kind of not really sure what you want to hear, but it does that thing.
Yep.
Um, I feel like I sometimes feel like that way about Big Thief, that band. Big Thief have this song. I don't even know what it's called. Is it called Shark Smile? Shark Smile. Yeah, I think
Okay.
it's called Shark Smile, and it's in my playlist. This song by Big Thief, can't even talk. Big Thief, Shark Smile. It's a good one.
All
That's the one I
right.
would. That's the one I would recommend.
I'm gonna have to take another scroll through the playlist and
I know
find
you
that
didn't
one for
ask me to
sure.
recommend a song. I'm just
Hey,
recommending
it
one.
works. Same thing.
Yeah.
Fan song. We'll let it pass.
Yeah. Exactly.
And since we are just on the topic of other artists, your collaboration with Benny Blanco and Marshmello, that was so fun to see. So, out of everyone that's on the Been Listening playlist, is there anyone that you would absolutely love to work with next? Is anyone kind of spring to mind on that front?
Um, yeah, I mean, thanks. Yeah, that was such a fun experience actually, and kind of unexpected, I have to say, because I went into a songwriting session, and then the song found its way into Benny's hands, and then he wanted to collaborate with Marshmello on it. And then a year later, I heard the kind of song, and it was really different to the original demo. Like parts of the original demo were cut out, and they kept all the good bits, and then just put in better bits, and it was like really nice. So that's that was totally awesome, and I love that happened, and I was totally taken by surprise. I would love to work with, I don't know. I mean, I'd love to work with those guys again. I like Calvin Harris. I know that if I'm thinking in terms of DJs, I love Mark Ronson. I love Joel Little. I mean, I got to write this song with him, but that was fantastic, a great experience. And then in terms of singers, I don't know. I don't know who would fit with my voice. I love Casey Musgraves. I think she's great. Yeah, I like the idea of doing a duet with just another voice that somehow will make a nice complementary feeling.
That'd be so fun to see.
It's nice when I don't know how often duets happen totally naturally, but yeah, when they do, when it's like when it really feels right, and it like makes the song better. Like I know that a lot of artists release duets and they're good, but they I don't know how easily it is for an organic duet to come about. It's not like you go into a songwriting session with that artist and you're like, let's just harmonize and make this song together. It rarely happens like that, but I don't know. I'm just on a tangent now about duets.
That's fine.
I would like to do a duet at some point with someone.
Okay. Well, the last thing I wanted to ask you was a bit of a tricky one, but I'm curious to see where this goes. So out of these two, who would you love to hang out with for a day? Paul Kelly or Bruce Springsteen?
Wait, who was the first one?
Paul Kelly or Bruce Springsteen?
Wow. Jeez. I met Paul Kelly at and he's lovely. And I was kind of shy because I don't know, when you meet one of your idols, you're just too shy and you can't.
Of course.
I can't even act like a normal person. And I feel like I'd be the same way with Bruce Springsteen. So I almost want to avoid the whole thing. Because I read both of their books, so I'll just be weird. But I just choose Bruce Springsteen. I who knows? But I don't even know. Maybe you never know who you're going to gel with. But he seems like a lovely guy. So Paul Kelly's a lovely guy.
All right.
But maybe if I could bring like a couple of friends and they brought some friends and we all hung out in a big group, just like to
make it a little easier, right? Just a little bit of a vibe.
Yeah. That's for their benefit as well. Let them bring their people and I'll just hang around on the outskirts and just maybe do some fun activity, do a fun activity where there's no need to make up conversation like interview style, because like that's always hard. Like if I was having a coffee with either of them, I would just feel it just wouldn't be as natural. So maybe if we could do something really fun, like I don't know, like whale watching or something, some like amazing experience.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of something where what would, I don't know what else.
It's very simple, but my brain went to something like having like everyone at your house or something and playing taboo or categories, because I feel like right there,
that's
like
it. That's so much better. I think I said whale watching because all my Instagram search history is like ocean life stuff, and it's like people seeing whales
on the mind.
I'm like, that would be cool, but no, taboo. Also, like there's this thing called fibbage. You know fibbage?
No. It's
like this thing where you make up you have to make up a false fact about something, and the real fact is there, and everyone's kind of contributing the non-real definition, and some of the stuff is so funny, and it's very fun. So you're right, taboo at home with that crew, a few drinks, now we're talking.
Sounds like a night.
yeah, exactly.
Well, Vance, I want to say thank you so much for taking the time to catch up. It's so lovely seeing you. Congratulations on all the success. It's just so well deserved. I can't even put into words. And it's been so lovely getting to do this again. So thank you.
Oh, you're a legend. Thank you, Alicia. No, great to see you killing it. And as always, looking forward to talking to you. And I'll see you soon.
Yes, fingers crossed. Everyone watching, this has been the incredible Vance Joy. Be sure to check out aliciatout.com for more exclusive interviews and features. And we'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.